Don't make coffee but drink the last of it? Drink decaf all day. So I worked at this huge call center for some medical company. Picture like 120 people all crammed into these cubicles arranged in a big circle, which everyone called the racetrack because that's basically what it looked like from above. In the middle of all this chaos was our break room with 3 giant coffee machines, 2 regular, 1 decaf. Simple rule that every office has. If you take the last cup, you make the next pot. Basic human decency, right? Wrong. I'm working the 5 a.m. shift, which means I get there when it's still dark outside and the building is basically empty. First thing I do every morning is make all 3 pots of coffee because I'm not a monster and I know people need caffeine to function. So I get the coffee going and head to my desk while it brews. My phone starts ringing immediately because apparently medical emergencies don't wait for business hours. I'm on this call for like 30 minutes, dealing with some doctor who's freaking out about a patient scan. Finally hang up and walk back to get my coffee. Both regular pots are completely empty, not a drop left. The decaf still has about half a pot sitting there, which tells me everything I need to know about who's been drinking the coffee. I'm annoyed, but whatever. I make 2 more pots and go back to work. 20 minutes later, another call ends and I head back for my coffee. Empty again, both pots completely drained. At this point, I'm getting really pissed off. It's not even 7 a.m. yet, and I've already made 4 pots of coffee that I haven't gotten to drink a single cup of. I look around the break room and see all these empty mugs in the sink. People are just coming in, filling up their mugs, and walking away without a care in the world. That's when I decided to get creative. I brew 1 pot of regular coffee and 2 pots of decaf. But here's the sneaky part. I put the decaf in the regular coffee machines so nobody would know. Soon as the coffee finished brewing, I poured myself 2 huge mugs of the actual regular coffee and then dumped the rest down the drain. Then I filled that machine with decaf too. So now all 3 machines have decaf, but 2 of them are labeled as regular coffee. I spent the rest of the morning running back and forth to the break room, making sure those machines stayed full of beautiful, useless decaf coffee. Around 9 a.m., my boss walks in looking like he got hit by a truck. He pours himself a giant mug and goes, "Man, I just cannot wake up today. I've had 3 cups of coffee and I feel like I could fall asleep standing up. I'm trying so hard not to laugh." I suggest we walk across the street to Tim Hortons for some fresh air and real coffee. While we're walking back with our actual caffeinated drinks, I decide to come clean. I tell him exactly what I've been doing for the past 4 hours. He stops dead in the middle of the crosswalk, stares at me for like 5 seconds, then starts cracking up. He goes, "You evil genius. No wonder I feel like garbage." The rest of the day was absolutely incredible. I'm watching the entire call center struggle through their shifts like zombies. People are yawning constantly, complaining about being tired, and drinking way more coffee than usual because it's not doing anything. Sarah from accounting had like 6 cups and was practically falling asleep at her computer. Mike from customer service kept rubbing his eyes and asking if anyone else felt weird today. The best part was hearing people blame everything except the coffee. I think I'm getting sick. Maybe I need to go to bed earlier. I wonder if it's the weather. Nobody suspected that they'd been drinking decaf all day while thinking they were getting their regular caffeine fix. By 2 p.m., half the office looked like extras from a zombie movie.